Icy roads Tuesday caused a collision on Interstate 90 west of Bozeman, killing a 10-year-old boy and injuring 3 others. A pheasant hunter received injuries after encountering a bear and 2 cubs near the Flathead Reservation on Tuesday afternoon. And the University of Montana will receive a $24 million pledge from a private donor, primarily for its College of Forestry and Conservation. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. A 40-year-old Libby man is facing charges of deliberate homicide after his 30-year-old girlfriend was found dead in her home Thursday morning. Billings police arrested a 72-year-old man after he allegedly fired a gun into the street. And wildlife officials relocated a grizzly bear and her cub into Glacier Park after they were eating scraps from a Columbia Falls meat processing plant. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. The day after the inauguration, thousands of women are expected to march on Washington, D.C. Dubbed the Women's March, hundreds of satellite marches will happen globally, including at home in Montana, namely Helena. Law enforcement tells us the capital city has seen large events like this in the past, and they believe the biggest concern for the city and the protesters will be the parking. Take a look at this map of the event area. All the blue is parking, and a few blocks from the Capitol building is the Capitol Mall. There will be more parking there, but be sure to avoid the march route itself, highlighted in red. Participants will start lining up at 11 a.m. and the march will begin at noon, going from the corner of Sanders and 8th all the way to the Capitol. Helena Police Assistant Chief Steve Hagan says there will be plenty of officers monitoring the event.
We haven't heard anything that indicates we're going to have any counter group. We're prepared for it if we do have it.
Hagan reminds everyone to park legally and be careful marching on icy roads. He says the most important thing to bring is your patience. A Billings man received a 3-year deferred sentence after pleading guilty to abducting his children from state custody. Highway Patrol seized about 50 pounds of marijuana after pulling over a Washington driver on Interstate 90 for speeding in Billings. And Montana's Attorney General will issue a legal opinion on a Missoula ordinance requiring background checks for private gun sales. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. Floodwaters have gone down in northeastern Montana, but a portion of the Milk River remains under a flood warning through Saturday. The Lincoln County Undersheriff believes a man killed by a train in Libby recently was a stowaway who accidentally fell onto the track. And Glacier Park set a visitor record for the 3rd year in a row with 2.7 million so far in 2016. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. A weekend crash near Bozeman on Interstate 90 involving 2 semi-trucks left 1 person dead and 3 others injured. A 27-year-old attempted to escape the Flathead County Jail after escaping from the Mineral County Jail last week. And up to 10 inches of rain over the past few days has caused flooding and road closures in northeast Montana. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. Wildlife officials say a female grizzly bear who mauled an elk hunter Sunday morning was protecting her cubs. A judge ordered a woman to return more than $30,000 she embezzled while working for a Missoula-based Neptune Aviation. And the State Department of Environmental Quality proposes a multi-million-dollar treatment plan to treat runoff from an old coal mine near Great Falls. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler. The Interior Secretary announced a 2-year ban on new mining claims across more than 30,000 acres near Yellowstone Park. Wildlife officials will transfer nearly 45 bighorn sheep out of a central Montana herd in an effort to control sheep pneumonia. And to honor the Forest Service officer killed by a grizzly in June, a road leading to the Hungry Horse Ranger Station was renamed Brad Treat Memorial Street. For Montana PBS News Brief, I'm Braylee Whistler.